Hey guys, welcome to 𝘺𝙧𝙀 channel. Today we're going to do unboxing and assembly, and also we'll go for speed test, ride test on this new Caroma D3 model, which is a scooter, but it's like more like Super 73 but mini one. So let's open up and see how the bicycle packed and how easy to assemble it. And here's how it will look from the top. Everything nicely packed. And here's how the bike will look from the side. Inside you're gonna find two foldable packs, user manual, 1.5 amp charger, and also a bunch of tools and some bolts to attach the packs, and probably the basket as well. First step, I'm gonna remove this bracket in order to install the handlebar. So you would remove these 4 bolts first. Then I'll bring the handlebar up like this, so the wire will be outside, and reattach this bracket on top of it, okay, with the same bolts you just removed. So my next step was to attach the headlight, this fancy headlight, to this fender right over here with a bolt and nut. It was included. And then you would insert this part inside, okay, make sure it's loosened this and just push it down, okay, and you need to push it down all the way down like this, okay, center it and retighten with the Allen key underneath, and once you tighten up it will stay in place there. And next step, to attach the wheel, so you would remove this nut from both sides together with this 2 washer, locking washer, and you do it again from both sides. Then you grab the wheel with one hand, remove this fork protector, lift up the fork a little bit, and insert the disc and the wheel just like that, okay. Now you would attach this locking washer, then another washer on top of it with a nut, and you tighten from both sides the same way with hands first, okay. Make sure this locking washer will go inside the hole on the fork, so it has to be inside the hole right over here. Then another washer and the nut. And the next step would be attaching the foldable packs from both sides. So you're going with this large bolt, you remove from one side basically, and just attaching like this to another side, and reattach with the nut. And here's how it will look once you attach them from both sides. It's a foldable, and over here you'll find 4 bolts on 4 sides in order to attach the basket. So you would remove the bolts, insert the basket like this, okay, and reattach from inside. And here's how the Caroma D3 electric scooter or electric bike, whatever you call it, e-moped style. I think it's like more like a bicycle, I would consider, just with no pedals, will look once you assemble. So this one is D3 model, 1200 peak power motor, and that's how it will look on this bike. I am 5'11". As you can see, my position actually straight up, very comfortable to sit and ride. They do comes in different colors, also different size motors. This one I think is the largest one. They comes in a smaller motor for less price. Also this model comes with 500 watt-hours battery, which is set underneath. It's not really removable. You can replace it if you need it, but it's not removable on daily basis. Easy to charge on the side. You just plug in and charge it. Charging about 7 to 8 hours probably, because the charging block is about 1.5 5 amp, and the battery is pretty large for this mini bike. It does come with a direct drive motor, which makes this bike a little bit heavy. So it's weight 63 pounds like this, because it comes with a carbon steel frame, carbon steel wheels, also heavy motor. It's a huge motor. I will get closer so you can see it. The handlebar is aluminum. So let's get closer to Caroma D3 model and check it out. So it comes with a 48 volt 750 watt motor with a 1200 peak direct drive, which is usually last longer. It comes with carbon steel rims, 16 by 3 inches tires, off-road. It's up to 40 psi pressure can be put in these tires. It comes with a basket, also comes with a half fenders on the front, full fender on the rear, pegs, foldable. Also it comes with a nice double fork like this. It's looking cool, but it does not have any suspension. It does come with a headlight, which I have to turn the bike on in order to show you. It comes with ignition over here, so you would just need to turn the key on and push the button. Let's see if it works. Yep, right here. Here's a headlight. Also it comes with a tail light. Actually, tail light is very bright, and it comes with a brake light as well. Once you push the brake, it will blink. And there's small reflector on the top right here. So it does comes with very nice seat, a lot of space in between the frame. You can put the grocery, you can even install extra battery if you want to. It has a lot of space in this car. So it's made out of the steel, so it's very strong and durable. The front wheel also made out of the steel, and handlebar, it's 23 inches wide. Have enough space to put your phone holder, speedometer. It comes with a battery indication and half throttle. Nice grips with the rest, the bell and headlight, one button to push on and off. There's no display. It's very solid. Everything looks good on this bike or scooter, whichever you're gonna call it. It does come with a 160mm mechanical disc brakes, the front, and the same brakes on the rear. Looks like they're unbranded, and we're gonna check it out to see how that works while we're gonna ride it. Over here is some reflector, same thing on the fork. So it does come basically everything you need to ride it for fun. It can be ridden on the street, and I tried yesterday to ride it on the grass, and it was pretty good actually. All right, so let's go and see how fast this little beast can go. I know the speed limit there, so it's not gonna go to the top speed as possible with the motor, because the motor looks like really large. But we're gonna test it as out of the box. Maybe there's way to make it faster, and there's a lot of possibility on the scooter. So I'll just stop here to explain. So in order to start riding, you have to use this key ignition to turn it on. There's nothing else you need to basically turn on. It's working headlight right here, throttle here. You just sit on it straight up and go. 1, 2, 3, go. And let's see how fast it can go. I have a speedometer over here and GPS right here, and so far it's 15 miles an hour, 17, 19, and that's about it. So it's going about currently 19 miles an hour. That's a top speed you're gonna get on this little scooter or mini bike. Again, there's no gears, only one speed, very simple and very quiet. So I'm gonna stop now. Stop. Okay, it can even lock the rear wheel, which is good. And we're gonna go to uphill to test it out for the steep hill, since this mini scooter should be powerful to go in uphill. They say up to 20 100% grade. I'm not sure how steep that hill is, but we're gonna go, so let's go. So I wish this scooter could go faster, because on the street it's just going as a bicycle lane. It's legal, gonna be in California. It's about 90 miles an hour, very solid 90 miles an hour, slowly but very pleasant to ride this. I think you can get very good distance, up to I believe 30 miles on this scooter, because the motor and the way it's set it up and the battery large. So it's easily 90 miles an hour. This scooter can be ridden even off-road, because the tires can grip the road very well, but again there's no suspension, so it will be kind of hard ride. And I don't think there's cruise control, which would be great, but let's check it out. Sometimes they activate it by itself after riding for some time. It looks like there's no cruise control, so you have to hold the throttle this time. But since it's a half throttle, it's pretty simple. You just grab it and turn, and that's it. Okay, so we're close to the hill. I'm gonna stop here. We're gonna test it out. You cannot even hear the motor. You can listen. Very quiet, because it's direct drive. Like, okay, while you're riding, you can only hear the wind, I guess, but there's no sounds from the motor much. So going about 30 miles an hour. This hill is very steep. Some 750 watt motor gear hub cannot make it, so I'm not sure if this scooter will make it. Most likely will not, because it's a direct drive. They don't come with much power. I think the last time I tested Caroma P3, it didn't make it half, I think, or made it half, I don't remember exactly, but so far I'm going about 4 miles an hour. Let's see if it will make it half. It's still pulling about 4 miles an hour, which is not bad for the steep hill. It still says 3 miles an hour. I will hold the balance, and I put about 35 psi in tires, so if you put up to the 40, you're gonna get better mileage, I mean distance, range on this bike, but the ride will be much firmer because there's no suspension. I'm still going up to a hill. I already passed the point where I think the previous Caroma model stopped, P3 model. You may want to check link in description. I will have for that scooter. That scooter is a little bit larger, a lot of fun to ride. This one is like mini bike, Super 73, about 3 miles an hour. Still going uphill, about 3 miles an hour. Will be surprised if it will even make it, even with the speed. Ridiculously slow, 2 miles an hour, but yeah, it's basically stop here. We're only like 20-30 meters away from the top hill, and here's a downhill. So actually it's performed as good as a 750 watt motor bike. I think all this power control, so if you have more powerful controller, this scooter might go even faster uphill. And so it does have some power, but again, it's not, actually it's pulling me up right now, but I'm gonna park somewhere around the corner here with some kicking with the feet. It can roll, but again, it's not for the steepest hills. I can tell you that some bicycle cannot go here with 750 watt motor, so that's pretty much good, I would say, for this little mini scooter. And I'm gonna just park here so I can talk to you about this scooter. All right, so let's talk about this Caroma D3 electric bicycle, or electric scooter, or electric moped, whichever way you prefer to call it. It's basically going up to 90 miles an hour with me on top. If you're lighter, maybe it will go 20, but they claim it can go up to 20 miles an hour. There's no display, but I tested with two GPS speedometer and app. So it comes with a headlight, tail light, basically everything to ride safely on the street or park, beach, anywhere. What I feel about this mini bike, I would say that it's fun to ride, it's very comfortable position, soft seat, nice seat actually, but the speed, the only thing, the speed a little bit too slow if you're riding on the street. Feels like you want to go faster, because this scooter or bicycle feels very good while you're riding, so it can hold the power much better, like more speed, because of the tires, the way it's designed, the stability. I could easily go 30 miles an hour without any worry, and it's very stable on the road. It's a good part because with 20 miles an hour it's solid, stable, easy to ride. About the size, the seat, it's about 27 inches from the ground. My son is 4 feet tall, 4 inches. He can sit and touch the ground with 1 foot. So it can be used for kids, somebody who is shorter, or who is 6 feet tall can fit this scooter as well. I'm 5'11", very comfortable to sit on it and to ride. Would I recommend it? Definitely yes, if you're looking for a scooter or mini bike to take to beach, park, school, work, as commuter, as go to the grocery shop, because you can take it inside with you or put in a basket, because there is space between. You can even put grocery bag, as I put a bag right now, you see, like bicycle bag. I just drop it in, but you can get bigger one. It can fit easily. So basically it has a lot of space in between. You can add extra battery if you want to. You can add, maybe modify it to make it faster, because I think this motor can go faster most likely. If you remove the limiter or change the controller, but again, this is $350 e-bike or scooter, which is affordable, fun to ride for anybody, I would say, because it can hold up to 265 pounds. And I think if you even 265 pounds, I don't think it will slow down. I think it will still go about 90 miles an hour. So if you're lighter, you might get 20 miles an hour. But again, this little beast, very comfortable to ride, and I have great experience. The look, it's amazing. It resembles like 73 style or even gold bike. You just want to keep riding it. It's a really great experience with this little bike. I cannot call it scooter because it's more like, I feel like I'm riding the bicycle. There's no pedals and there's no gear to shift, there's no chain, so it's very quiet. Let me show you again how quiet it is. That's it. So when you're riding on the street, it's super quiet and it's stylish. Headlight, look on this headlight. It's bright at night, adjustable. It's really bright, movable. These guards for the frame, I still need to push down so it will not touch the frame. I didn't push it down, so I will just need to push it down to protect the frame more when it's tuning. Otherwise, it's very maneuverable. It's probably great to take with you on adventure in RV, since it's small. The battery actually pretty large. It's a 500 watt hour, so it's 48 watt, a little bit above 10 amp something. So it's a pretty large battery for this one. And again, I recommend to get the larger one for like this size. They have smaller one if you don't need to ride for more than 10 miles per ride. Then they have like smaller, much cheaper as well, but same design, same look, same features, just less power, probably smaller motor, so it will weight as well less. They do come in different colors, so check link in the description if you like it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.